The Philippine archipelago, a sprawling chain of over 7,000 islands, has always been a place defined by the sea. Long before the arrival of European powers, the islands were a bustling hub of trade and cultural exchange. The Filipinos, skilled seafarers and merchants, navigated the treacherous waters with expertise. They established far-reaching connections, weaving a complex web of relationships with their Asian neighbors. This interconnectedness shaped their identity, their beliefs, and their destiny. From the earliest times, the Filipinos recognized the bounty of their archipelago. The islands were abundant in natural resources. They had fertile lands, rich fishing grounds, and valuable forest products. This abundance made them natural traders, exchanging their surplus for goods from distant lands. Evidence suggests trade existed as early as the 10th century, with archaeological finds revealing Chinese porcelain and other foreign artifacts. This maritime trade wasn't merely about economic exchange, it was a conduit for cultural diffusion. With every voyage, the Filipinos encountered new ideas, beliefs, and practices. These interactions enriched their own culture, leading to the adoption of foreign technologies, religious practices, and artistic motifs. This dynamic exchange is evident in the diverse cultural landscape of the pre-colonial Philippines. The Filipinos didn't just passively absorb foreign influences, they adapted and transformed them, creating a unique cultural blend. This fusion of indigenous traditions and foreign elements is a testament to their creativity and adaptability. It is this spirit of openness and exchange that characterized the pre-colonial Philippines, making it a vibrant crossroads of cultures in Southeast Asia. The reach of the pre-colonial Filipino traders extended far beyond their archipelago. They established robust trading relationships with various Asian civilizations. Among their most significant trading partners were the Chinese, whose demand for Philippine products fueled a centuries-long exchange. Chinese merchants sailing on massive junks laden with silk, porcelain, and other prized goods became a common sight in Philippine ports. The Filipinos, in turn, offered them beeswax, pearls, tortoiseshells, and trepang, a sea cucumber delicacy highly valued in China. This mutually beneficial relationship fostered close ties between the two cultures. Chinese influences permeated various aspects of Filipino life, from culinary traditions to language. Beyond China, the Filipinos also ventured south to the Indonesian archipelago. The Majapahit Empire, a powerful maritime force centered in Java, became another important trading partner. From the Majapahites, the Filipinos acquired spices, sandalwood, and other exotic goods. They also absorbed cultural influences, evident in shared architectural styles and artistic motifs. Further west, the Filipinos traded with the powerful empires of mainland Southeast Asia. The Khmer Empire, centered in present-day Cambodia, and the Champa Kingdom in Vietnam were sources of valuable commodities like ivory, gemstones, and aromatic woods. These kingdoms, with their sophisticated courtly cultures, also influenced Filipino art, music, and literature. The Indian subcontinent, a center of learning, religion, and trade, also played a crucial role in the pre-colonial Filipino world. Indian merchants sailing across the Bay of Bengal brought with them not just spices and textiles, but also Hinduism and Buddhism. These religions found fertile ground in the Philippines, influencing local belief systems and practices. The pre-colonial Philippines was not a unified nation-state, but a complex tapestry of independent political entities known as barangays. These small, self-governing units, typically consisting of 30 to 100 families, formed the bedrock of ancient Filipino society. Each barangay was headed by a datu, a chieftain responsible for maintaining order, leading in warfare, and representing the community in external affairs. The datu's authority, however, wasn't absolute. He ruled in consultation with a council of elders, reflecting a system of governance that valued consensus and community involvement. This decentralized political structure fostered a strong sense of independence and self-reliance among the barangays. Despite their independence, the barangays weren't isolated entities. They frequently engaged in alliances and rivalries with one another, driven by factors like trade, territorial disputes, or intermarriage. These alliances could shift rapidly, creating a fluid and dynamic political landscape. Larger, more powerful barangays, often located along strategic trade routes or possessing abundant resources, could exert considerable influence over their smaller neighbors. These powerful barangays sometimes evolved into larger political entities, resembling proto-states. These confederations of barangays, bound by alliances and tributary relationships, wielded greater political and economic power. They could mobilize larger forces for defense or conquest and control crucial trade routes, accumulating wealth and influence. However, even these larger entities rarely achieved lasting unification. The fragmented nature of the archipelago, coupled with the independent spirit of the barangays, made it difficult to forge a centralized state. This decentralized political landscape, while presenting challenges to large-scale organization, fostered resilience and adaptability. The strategic location of the Philippines at the crossroads of maritime trade routes attracted the attention of powerful Asian empires. The Ming dynasty of China, during its period of maritime expansion, extended its influence over Southeast Asia, including the Philippines. Chinese merchants established trading posts in various parts of the archipelago. They engaged in extensive commerce, exchanging Chinese goods for Philippine products. While the Ming dynasty didn't seek direct political control over the Philippines, its economic and cultural influence was undeniable. Chinese goods, particularly porcelain and silk, became highly sought-after status symbols among the Filipino elite. Chinese customs and practices, transmitted through trade and interaction, found their way into Filipino society. Further south, the Majapahit Empire, with its powerful navy, also cast a long shadow over the Philippines. The Majapahits, at the height of their power, controlled a vast maritime empire, extending their influence over much of Indonesia and parts of the Malay Peninsula. Their interactions with the Philippines were multifaceted, involving trade, diplomacy, and occasional military expeditions. The Majapahits' interest in the Philippines stemmed from its strategic location and its abundance of resources. They sought to integrate the islands into their trading network, securing access to valuable commodities like gold, pearls, and forest products. While the Majapahits exerted considerable influence, they never fully incorporated the Philippines into their empire. Another Southeast Asian power that interacted with the Philippines was the Sultanate of Brunei. Located on the island of Borneo, Brunei controlled strategic trade routes in the region. They established a presence in the Philippines, particularly in the southern islands. The Sultanate of Brunei's influence is most evident in the Sulu archipelago, where they introduced Islam and established a lasting political presence.